Good morning. Hello, everybody on YouTube and later on Instagram. Welcome to another segment of Purpose February. If you're new here, what we're doing is every day I'm just giving you a very quick video, but a very important video on how you can get closer to your purpose. So, and the point or goal of this is to help you figure out what you're here to do and how you can actually get there. And if you're already doing your purpose, then this will also help you learn how to scale or grow in your purpose. So today, let's just get started. Today, we're talking about predetermined choices. And actually, this is something that is mandatory for my coaches and my clients to embrace as a concept. A little quick overview on what predetermined choices mean. It means that you've already made up your mind how you will handle a generalized situation. Can we predict all of the things that we're going to face in our lives? No. But can we decide and predetermine in our hearts how we are going to handle that situation? Absolutely. So, for example, if you're going to face a hard situation, whatever that is, maybe it's a divorce, maybe it's losing a business or a career, or your child gets sick, or some sort of tragedy comes to you, you can actually make a choice ahead of time on how you will handle that situation. So, for example, for me, whenever anything unexpected or disruptive tries to come into my life, I immediately predetermined that I will not make a decision or a reaction in that moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away. I'm going to be quiet by myself before I tell somebody, before I call someone, before I do any kind of thing. What I do is I go away by myself into a room and I spend time with God alone. I pray, I hear his voice for me specifically, and if I can't hear his voice, I don't focus on an outcome. What I do is I remind myself of all of the other times that God has been faithful to me, that my promises have never fell to the ground, that they have always been yes and amen, and that this time is no different. So this is a predetermined choice for me, that no matter what comes up, no matter if something unexpected happens, I know that this is going to be the way that I handle it. Second, I've already predetermined that I will not ever keep things secret. So I will not share something with those who are in authority over me. So I have a group of intercessors who pray for me, for my business, for my clients, for my coaches. I have mentors, and then I have my pastor and my spiritual leadership. And I've already determined that I'm going to tell each one of those different groups that this thing is happening, because I know that these people are trustworthy. They have earned their place in my life. They have been with me through many things, and I'm not going to assume that I can handle this situation on my own. I'm going to tell them. So these are predetermined choices. For example, for me, I encourage my clients, and by the way, I have so many videos on predetermined choices, it's not even funny, because a lot of people stay stuck, trauma bonded to a narcissist, unable to break free from them, excuse me, unable to make different outcomes happen because they don't make a predetermined choice. For example, the narcissist is obviously going to text you, email you, hoover with third parties, do flying monkey activities, whatever they're going to do. You need to have a predetermined choice for how you're going to handle that, which is I've already predetermined they're going to find a way to get around the fact that I blocked them, that I have told them to not do that. They're going to keep doing it. That is in the narcissist nature. And a boundary is first for you, which we've talked about so many times. And so if you don't set that boundary within yourself of like, I know that they're going to try to come into my space, and it's my job to reinforce and hold that line that I have decided is something that they cannot cross. So I'm predetermining right now to not respond, to block the account, to share with my counselor, my mentor, my coach, my best friend, whoever, and get a strategy together. You can make predetermined choices for every generalized situation that you have in your life. And if you know that you're going to face specific situations, like if you are in court with a narcissist, you need to have predetermined choices. It's that simple. It's that simple. You need to know, okay, if they do this, this is going to be my automatic response. This is the way that I'm going to handle that situation no matter what. Because what happens is when the situation comes up and you're unable to think clearly, because if there's still a trauma bond going on, or if you're very stressed out, or if you just feel super overwhelmed and you haven't learned how to control your emotions and your mental life, your thought life, then you're going to act out of your emotions, out of, feeling very stressed out, and you're almost always going to make a bad choice. And then later on, you're going to say, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have waited. Well, guess what? You can predetermine that you're going to wait. And so today we're talking about predetermined choices in terms of your overall purpose. If you don't predetermine that you are going to step into your purpose and walk into your destiny, you never will. So you need to predetermine, no matter what comes my way, I'm going to keep going. I'm not giving up. These are the ways that I'm not giving up. Specifics, not just, oh, I'm not going to give up. Because when something extremely tragic happens to you, chances are you're going to change your mind and go the easy route. So you really need to have a plan. How am I not going to give up? How am I going to ensure that I don't give up? How am I going to ensure that that thought never even comes into my head? So today we're talking about predetermined choices in terms of your destiny. Like I said, I want you to think about generalized situations in your life for your business, for your family, for your career, for your finances. All of these things you can predetermine. So predetermine how you're going to handle them. By the way, there are natural things that you can do to ensure that if a financial crisis comes up, for example, you've already got the money saved up, right? Maybe how you spend that money hasn't been decided, but if a financial crisis comes up, I already have a bank, right? Stored up, stashed away for an emergency. The same is true, like I said, with any other situation. So I have already built into my life these structures that allow me to pull on those resources if I need them. If I know that I need guidance and wisdom and I can't hear from God myself, I have a team of intercessors. I have my spiritual mentors. I have my spiritual mom and dad, and I have my pastors and my leadership at my church to call on. Not to mention my friends. I'm just talking about people who I know specifically can help and are very wise and more mature in their own lives, in their own walk with God. So I'm going to trust in them if these situations come up. So I've already got the structure, the framework in place for my life in every one of these situations. And that's what I want you to think about today. If you face an unexpected crisis in your family, how are you going to handle that? What does that look like for you? And every person's response is going to be different because everybody has different families. We have different goals. We have different businesses and all that type of stuff. So we want this to be very tailored to you. So think about your life specifically. We are going to, and keep this list handy. Like I've said before, these videos build on each other. And so later on this month, we're going to talk about how to set up a plan, how to develop a plan where we can start implementing these predetermined choices. Today, we just need to come to the terms that I need to get a predetermined choice together. How I start implementing them, like what it actually looks like when a crisis comes and I start using this, we're going to cover later on this month, but be aware that we're going to use these. So keep track of your lists, and we will use them later on this month. A couple of quick announcements. If you haven't grabbed my Purpose Bundle, go check it out. The link is in the description of this video already. The first 50 people to pre-order it will get a 20-minute one-on-one session with me, and we will discuss your purpose. Not only is there 2 ebooks, but 2 standalone exercises. So I'll be talking more about that as this month goes on, but you can pre-order it right now. The pre-order will end this week, and then next week you'll be able to buy it once it's released. So that is the announcement for today. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning with another video for Purpose February. Have a good Tuesday.